You're mine means take my hand.
Ready for this, asked Captain Blackout.
Oh, I won't go that far.
What are we looking at? We're looking at Lady Tada Mine Talent from Olympic Brewing. They are out of Somerset, Wisconsin. This weighs in at 10%, and this is a stout, Steve. A stout with cookies, cocoa nibs, lactose, natural flavors, and all the things that Matt needs to bite that dog back in the ass. Should have made you a Bloody Mary.
No, I can't do the vodka.
If you just looked at it, would it make you vomit?
Honestly, probably.
Okay, it's dark, and I'm only going to test this to piss off Scotsman, and because this is the cool glass.
You're going to do it to me.
Ta-da! Okay, so we got low, medium, high, and sorry, that's turbo. I don't know if that's. I think that's
really going through.
That is.
I think that's just going around the cup.
I think it actually might be making it through a little bit.
Oh yeah, actually looking through the camera, yeah, you can see through a little bit.
I mean, it doesn't really look like it should, but okay. Doesn't really smell special, but maybe someone shit in my glass.
I smelled mine and didn't smell it all. Wow, you took a big swig. It wasn't too shabby.
I am getting cookie and chocolate.
I'm getting the chocolate, not so much the cookie.
Like that thick kind of Oreo kind of flavor.
Yeah, I'm not getting that.
Yeah.
You just drink up, Buttercup.
Yeah, ask Matt how his night went. What time did you go to bed, Matt?
I didn't go to bed last night. I went to bed this morning at about 6 o'clock. When I look out the window and see the sun coming up, I'm like, fuck my life. It's bedtime.
Shit. Must be another one of those. Oh, that's what I should have brought down here to show you. Damn it, missed an opportunity.
What's that? Your shirts?
The latest purchases. I can show you the less cool one.
Okay. Okay. This is the little bad boy you wanted, or Christine wanted so bad, huh?
Yeah, except for she's got the cool one. She's got the optics and the brake on hers.
I like the sight.
Yeah, I like that U. I like that.
It's different.
Definitely functional.
I'll leave it out for you. Do what you want.
Yeah, actually, if you buy both of them, it does open up your world for options. The other one is a threaded barrel.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 1/2 by 28, which means you could put a Huber brake on it. You could put a can on it.
You're going to put a Huber brake on it? That'd be a little badass, though.
I know someone that did.
It would be different, but that would be kind of badass. Wouldn't be something small to carry around every day, but it'd be fun to shoot.
So this gives you 14 rounds. Pretty impressive for something this small.
So small, yeah.
And this gives you 12. So you gain two more rounds by piping one and going with that mag.
Okay, so that's 13, 14 with one in the chamber. So okay. I didn't know if the mags held that or if that's just what fit. And I really like that sight though. It's really bright green.
And it's also
glows or whatever.
Also a night sight. Yeah, so hers has got the brake on the end, and And then it has that red dot on it. Another thing that she really liked is that they did a little stimpling right there for your
fingers. Pointer.
But Craig gave me too good of a deal on this one, so I just figured I'd get both.
Oh, why not?
He had a third one. He had a Flat Dark Earth, but it was $150 more for the same gun in tan.
First, I wouldn't want tan. I mean, I'll take tan, but I would prefer black. For $150 for color?
I told him I'd maybe think about it if the price was the same, but I'm not paying extra to have a color of a gun. But a gun, for me, it's a defensive item.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you're doing something special,
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's... I don't know, I like the sight on the other one. It's pretty badass. And, they say the average battery life is 2, and you may even get 3 years out of it. Because there's no button.
Yeah.
It's always on. Doesn't shake awake. It's just flat out on its entire life.
That's crazy.
The one thing that was pretty cool, though, is I'm standing there, and it's like, I was like down here with it, and I was like, wow, man, that son of a bitch is bright. And then I like stepped to right here, and I was like, it has a sensor on it. So if it's dark, so basically right now where it is, it's in a case in an undisclosed location using minimal battery power because it powers itself down in the dark.
Yeah.
Not off, just down.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
So hopefully she likes shooting it. Like I said, I always forget the guy's name from TFB TV. He's just a sarcastic fucking, I love the guy. And he's like, putting a brake on a small carry gun, silly. It's got to just be a stint for them to sell. You know, it's it was $950 out the door with tax for that guy, and it's $1,000 for the other one. And
that's a lot for a little pistol.
What are you talking about? Yours was $650 plus tax plus FFL transfers.
Yeah, no, I get that. But that's $1,000. That's an extra $350.
Well, you're getting a pretty decent red dot.
No,
a threaded barrel.
I get it. I get it. It's just it's a lot. I do like it though. I mean, this is honestly. It reminds me so much of mine. However, mine has a little longer handle, I feel like. But yeah, it's nice. And you can definitely hold more rounds.
Yeah, I don't see a reason with owning that I'd ever probably carry the Walther again. I mean, my Walther is 8 rounds. And that's 7 in the mag and 1 extra.
1 chambered.
And versus that,
that's twice as many rounds almost.
And I know there's people out there that would argue with you. All you need is 1 round. Well, how do you know what the scenario is?
Are gonna be.
Look at those shooters that were in the Canadian Mall.
You got a mob coming at you.
3 or 4 guys with AKs. Well, all you need is 1 shot. Yeah, per guy, fucker. God, I'm sorry. It's one of those scenarios where I'd rather have them all the shots as opposed to just go, oh yeah. Well, here's what you do. If you bounce it off of that pipe and it hits that wall, then it comes back and it goes through those 3 guys.
Pulling out some wanted shit. Do the curve.
I'm gonna curve the shot. Give me a break. So Ben N was first. That's like a twofer. Smile Money says, yes, you are. Ninja says, indeed, you are, Ben. N for Ninja. Poco Local. Pope John Paul II was a honorary Harlem Globetrotter. Let's just stick to the facts, Poco, okay? Instead of shit I don't fucking care about. Ninja, no shit. Poco, yep, I got it from Useless Facts webpage. Yeah, great. And Harmar says Ninja's right.
That was a lot for the first comment.
Yeah, we're just like, I'm like, I need a nap after all that.
Don't even start with that.
Smile
I might
Money.
fall asleep during the show.
Smile Money is here. He's like, good at chair.
Oh no, I still might be going to grab one. I'm serious. Just standing is a struggle.
Smile Money, you don't usually prefer Russian Imperials and an expired bottle on top of that. Well, no, I never said expired. I said that it was dated 2014. That's its born-on date.
Was this what you did yesterday, Miles?
Yeah, we drank one of his oatmeals. He didn't think we could each drink an oatmeal. See, he's just a... Hey, at least he knows...
Rookie.
Yeah, at least he knows his limitations. But we drank the 2014 Good, the Bad, and the Unidragon from Clown Shoes.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. I don't think you would have liked it either because it's a Russian Imperial Stout. And it is. You know, it's kind of like bitching. I can't bitch about it. I'd have to give it a 9 or a 10 because it is what it says it is. You know, it's kind of like...
But it's not something you prefer.
It's like buying a beer that says peanut butter and banana, and then you rate it and go, you know what? I loved everything about it, but I'm going to have to give it a low score for tasting like peanut butter and banana.
Because I don't like peanut butter.
Yeah. I don't like Russian Imperial Stouts. I don't like the bitterness at the end. If I'm going this route, I'm going big, bad, and bold.
You go ahead and tease me. I'm sure I'm going to get comments. I don't care.
El Tenda. Rusky Bowman. Wow.
This is going to be so much better. I tell you what.
Hey, like David Brown. He has his list of demands from the green room. A chair is one of them. Rich Huff, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Oh, and unfortunately, if you guys listened to yesterday's Locked and Loaded, we kind of did a mini tribute for Ross, and unfortunately, while we were doing Locked and Loaded, Ross decided to head off to heaven yesterday. So
I was going to ask you about that. Because I saw that he wasn't doing good, and then today, Alone with Company, I think, posted something that kind of gave me the idea that he left us.
Yeah, he said enough is enough of this. Fran was gonna pull the plug, but being Ross, he decided to do that first.
Yeah.
You know, this must be a new thing.
With all the stickers?
Yeah, it says right on here, peel off label.
Maybe you're just now learning about it.
Yeah. Except for the can is so.
You're really gonna run out of room in your ceiling very fast.
Yeah, what's this channel right now? Coming up on like 1,500 beer reviews.
Oh, that's a lot.
Wow, this can feels like I'm hanging on to just a chunk of a foil wrap. There we go. Oops.
You gotta go over just a hair to cover that other one, because that corner is not sticking. Just overlap it just a hair, or just go flush and even.
Or put some clear tape up there.
You know, that's really gonna help your resale value on a house.
Oh yeah, I tell you what, when people come in here and see this,
it's gonna be hella decorated. They're gonna be like, yeah, that's the man cave.
Didn't scourge Miles wearing the golf pants for... Is Miles wearing the golf pants for a reason? Miles don't golf. Miles' idea of exercising and walking from his house to mine.
I was supposed to go golfing today, actually, but
Yeah.
I declined that. I'm like, I can't even stand up, let alone go golf 18 holes.
Oh, Smile Money. The Envirothon is a high school level competition of 5-member teams that involve testing on soils, aquatics, wildlife, current events, and forestry.
This is what now?
Every year, Smile Money sends me an Envirothon T-shirt.
Oh, okay.
And I kind of like the color of the green one, and I think I very seldom wear it to work. And I was wearing it in the brew review, which coincidentally, the day I wore it, there was like a meeting or something that he attended for it. And so I just thought that was weird that we both had something to do with his shit on that day. But the biggest thing that wrecks a work shirt for me is usually sweating your ass off and using especially like a gray or a white shirt as your it's like, oh my god, my glasses are falling off my face when I do one of these. And then, after by the end of the day, you've transferred all the dirt that's on your face. And no matter how hard you try, it seems like all of my work shirts look like that eventually. And on a hot summer day, I cannot wear a shirt like this. I prefer black shirts over any color shirts.
I agree, but it's so hot, especially when the sun's beating on you.
It's like we were out doing, I was wearing Smile Money's green Envirothon shirt, and even that was kind of heating up in the sun. But the other day we hit a high of like 51 and it was windy, so the fact that the shirt was green was actually probably helping that day. Yeah, the preferred color I've noticed for a work shirt is gray. I don't like white at all.
I used to get those, just the plain pocket tees, the Hanes, and I'd always get the darker gray, not the light one, but the darker one, and I would just buy them like 3 packs at a time, and that's what I would wear every day when I was doing construction.
I bought a 3-pack off of Amazon to see if I like them or not, and I should go back and reorder because and the weird thing is going through a pile of shirts down here, I'm going, oh, that's where that shirt is. Oh shit, that's where that shirt is. But evidently one day I must have come down here straight from work, and I found shirt number 3. I've been wondering where gray shirt number 3 was.
I don't even know what your closet looks like, but I know you got a crap ton of shirts.
Well, let's put it this way. Christine graciously gave me half of our bedroom closet.
Yeah.
And I took back her side of it. My t-shirts, well, here's an exact representation. My t-shirts go from that wall all the way to the end of the booze. And it's nothing but t-shirts, and then it turns for another 2.5 feet, and it's nothing but t-shirts.
You ever think about folding up like a good chunk of them, putting it in a big old Rubbermaid storage thing?
Well, I like to go through them and rotate.
Yeah, you can do that, but you don't have to take up all the closet space.
Like for instance, I just found it's not gay, it's the TSA. That shirt's been missing for at least 4 months, and I found out why. I found that in 4 other ones.
You had it hidden.
Well, no, what I think, we both have dressers in the spare bedroom closet, and Christine was cleaning up before the last group of people came to visit, and she threw everything that was in the Star Trek room to make ready for Jules. She threw everything in a laundry basket, and then it went into the spare bedroom closet, and then everything else that she cleaned for the next week went on top of that. So it was only because I moved it out of the way to try to find that tie the other day. And I was like,
okay, now I know what you're talking.
Like, what?
What did you ever end up using?
The green one.
Yeah, the Paisley.
So I got to get those back to you.
I saw them upstairs the other day when I was here, but
I see you in a tie a lot.
Was Christine all pissed off? I know she was when you first said you were going to wear it, but...
Oh, yeah, because she's like... Well, it was funny because when we pull up...
I laughed.
There's like 4 people standing outside the door to go in, and 2 men and 2 women, and they're wearing ties, and the girls are wearing dresses. She goes, great, it looks like some trailer park trash. All the women are wearing dresses. I go, Listen to your drama. All of the women. 1, 2. I see 2 people standing over there. And coincidentally, they were in the wedding party. So, no. The majority of women that showed up for the wedding, regardless of how the men were dressed, were not wearing dresses.
No. Well, most weddings during current events, people are not dressing up. I mean, my mom's wedding, I was definitely overdressed, as was Charlie. Like, very overdressed. My mom is like, Matt, you look great.
But
Charlie, you look great. But you're really making the groom look bad. But whatever. I mean, it's not like they were mad, but it's like, yeah, you know. Well, the weddings it was 15 minutes. 15 minutes, you know. Most people are in and out right now. They don't want to have long weddings because of everything that's going on.
The thing that sucked about Steve's wedding is it's 32 degrees. It's 40 degrees. It got up to 61 degrees. It's supposed to be 40 tomorrow. But on the day of Steve's wedding, it was 81 as I pulled into the parking lot. There's no air conditioning. There wasn't even air movement inside for the wedding. It was like, oh, God.
Our area is batshit crazy bipolar when it comes to weather. We had 82, 84 degrees like 3 days ago, and then we had a frost warning.
Yeah, the following day, it hit 28 degrees overnight. From 81 to 28 in less than a 14-hour period. Mule Team says Stout. Clyde says 7th Whiskey and Revolution for all. J-Dog's here at work. Actually, I saw J-Dog. I saw J-Dog and Randy. J-Dog or Randy had a post that he sold his Harley Davidson and bought an STI. So
really,
I pull in like I'm heading for Advanced Auto. Take the left, heading to Walmart. And I see Christine looking, and I look over and I see Sasquatch standing next to an STI. And Christine goes, "Is that J-Dog?" And I go, "Yep." And I came. They were in the tire where the tire center is.
Yeah.
And I came flying in, and I hit like 60 miles an hour in the parking lot. Hope the brakes don't fail. Not only am I going to take Randy out, I'm going to take out his new to him STI. So we shot the shit for a couple of moments, and J-Dog, we should make a bet right now. How long until Randy loses his license? Randy's already admitted that it's more car than his driver's license was probably going to be able to afford.
Oh, that's a good one.
J-Dog goes, makes all sorts of cool turbo sounds.
Hey, you gotta remind me. I mean, some people might get a little bent out of shape with this story, but I got a damn good story from last night. Remind me later.
Damn good story.
About the fucking beggar. Just
the beggar.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna title this story. The beggar.
Whiskey.
Yeah, that's all you. If you want to do a double,
do some Big Pete.
You can do a double one for me. I'm not doing any right now. Actually, this is helping out. I'm feeling a bit more lively. But yeah, 4 hours. I told you yesterday I wasn't joking. I'll probably be just waking up when the review is ready to commence. I woke up a lot earlier than that, but the feeling is the same.
We're gonna put that right there.
That's a good.
We gotta add.
That was a good trade.
We gotta add the knob.
That gives me another story. I'm not even gonna.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna tell you.
Clyde says, "What is an FN scar, Alex?" Exactly.
What? You know what? I tell you what. I wish they weren't so expensive. I really do like the scars.
Yeah, we were talking about because I've got pictures of Ross holding the scar. Well, I got pictures somewhere in my arsenal. I got pictures of Ross holding all sorts of things because he was like a little kid over here. Over there, he owns a shotgun and a .22 rifle, and that's all you'll ever own over there because the government says so.
So, I was actually looking at a photo that you posted from. I'm guessing it was one of your earlier shoot-a-paloozas.
Mm-hmm.
And you know who I noticed was your mechanic buddy that we saw when we were going out. We had to have been going out shooting that day or something.
Rob comes almost every year.
Yeah. Well, but he's never been there when I was there because I know Rob. And that's why I was laughing when you started talking for so long with him. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I know Rob. I used to deliver to that guy for years.
Yeah, me and Rob graduated from Central.
Yeah, you were saying that. So I was like, how do you know him? And yeah, we know each other a long time.
Did you notice I got something for you?
What? Oh, that's not really for me. It looks like you use it a lot.
Garbage can. Well, I noticed all I do is throw shit on the floor, so.
I usually grab a cardboard box and bring it over to, help you with your garbage. All right, I can stand up for a little bit. I'm feeling a little better, but.
Oh, Scotsman says whiskey.
I'm probably going to go back to the chair, but I'll stand for a little bit.
I found flask number 99 while I was cleaning today. All I'm trying to do, somewhere in this house, maybe, unless I threw it out, when NIHAP sent me
a flask?
This note,
oh yeah,
I popped the SIM tray with my SIM out of my old one, and I popped the SIM tray out of the other one and threw it in the box. So somewhere in this effing house,
you got a box,
is a phone box with a SIM tray for a Note 9, and
unless you tossed it, not thinking.
So here's what I can tell you as of today, and it was funny because I talked to Lily through most of this. Tonight is her birthday party. June 1st is actually her birthday. Lily's June 1st. Samantha's June 13th. And
you are like my mom. You planned that shit out, eh?
It was a few years apart, but
you know about me and my sister and brother, right?
I'm not sure what this is.
Well, my sister, brother, and myself. For people that are going to correct me, we are all 3 years apart. I am really bad with dates, but I know my birthday is tomorrow.
His birthday's tomorrow.
My sister is like June 2nd or 3rd, and then my brother is like June 7th at the latest. We are all 3 years and literally only days apart. Like, my mom must have been on a timer. She's like, yep.
Well, let's see, my 3. Of course, I didn't donate the sperm, but I was there practically since 89, 91, 95. Because stupidly, that may or may not have been a password for years. Right. Until I watched the movie Clear and Present Danger.
And then you're like, oh, we got to change
Have you ever seen Clear and Present Danger?
You know what? I feel like I have, but I could not tell you anything about it. I think you're
the hacker. Yeah. He's going. Date of birth, social security number, children's birth dates. Yep. And they both turn and go
right away.
Oh shit! Remind me to change my passwords.
Yeah. No, exactly. That's the one thing.
Yeah. Lorana's 89, Lily's 91, and Sammy Poo is 95. And coincidentally, you know what Samantha's first car was? A 1995 Mitsubishi GT 3000. Her first car was her birth year car.
So, oh my gosh, it's probably not going to pop up. I don't even know who sent it. But I got a quick video that I got to show you. It's funny. Have you ever seen the movie Half Baked?
I'm not sure. Clyde says D6. D's nuts. D6 is a miss. Patriot. Son of a bitch again. Ninja. I'm having a double Dramatics Imperia from Sagat. Oh, this is the one. The Michigan brewery. Sagatuck Brewing. Maybe. Delicious. 15%. Holy shit. And a 3-ounce pour of Cooper's Bourbon. Oof. Oh, speaking of that, I added to the Patreon review stuff. I don't know when we're going to get to this, but there was a woman setting this display up at Keyport, and the Balcoons Texas Rye Cask Strength. They made a total. They ended up getting 68 cases of this rye, and that was it. She says it was an extremely. They are out of Waco, Texas. She says that it's an extremely limited run, and it's supposed to be exceptional. And right down to the fact that they had special stickers that they're putting on the bottles, and she gave me a pin to go with it. So we'll eventually. I'm just going to put this here. Where's the other one that we're? Oh, here's the other one that we're supposed to review. So look for that as a Patreon video with me and Christine, and then eventually, you'll probably see me and Matt, or give it a thing, because you know that thing. I've found there's a lot of variances in ryes. I'm gonna be so disappointed if I can't find this. It is funny as hell. So you ever heard? I'm pretty sure. I know it's in the movie, but I don't know. I'm guessing it might have originated in Half Baked. But the guy quits his job, right? And he pushes his coworker. He gets on the mic at this like burger shop, right? And he's like, "Fuck you, talking to all his coworkers, right? Just pointing them out. And then he goes to like someone that's just eating there. "You're cool." Back to coworker. "Fuck you, I'm out." But they changed it, right? So he's going around and he pushes, I don't know what her name was, the black Chicago lady, the mayor or whatever, the governor. Oh, that bug-eyed looking. Yeah, he pushes her. Her face, they put it on this, and he was like, "Fuck you." Then he goes to the next one, and it's now Pelosi or Biden. Like they put a bunch of just political people in there, and Trump is the one like, "You're cool," and he's like, "Yeah." I'm telling you, it was a great little. I haven't seen that one. I'll try to find it. I just did. I could not find it, but I'll keep looking. When I do, I'm gonna send it to you, because it's only like 5-10 seconds long, but it's a good one. Ninja says, "I wonder if Salty Shellback drinks Old Rasputin naked." I'm sure he probably does. Ninja B4. I think that one was already called. Yeah, B4 is a miss. That was one of the very first ones called by Poco Loco. What's the other one that they kept calling over and over? Was that H3? I was against H2 or H3 or H8. I don't know. Whatever it was, I was laughing. Got called out a lot. Yeah, they thought they were funny. Ninja, cheers and cowbells to the intentionally killing interesting people. Yeah, we can't cowbell today. Actually, we can. Very quietly. Cover your ears. You know what you could do? Could dub it in later. I could cowbell the fuck out of it. Put a little rubber around that, so it's a little quieter. Actually, I think I staged one of those. Oh, I took the thing out of it. Yeah, and just it's like, what? Go crazy. Let's go crazy. Poco Local top. Who cares? Support it. Ninja, you can only call one per time. Hey, you know what? I got to give him credit. I got to give him credit for trying. He says D9. Just for the record, I can't answer one way or the other on that. Yeah, back to my chair. Poco, DS Arms pretty much cornered the market on quality American-made FALs.
FAL. Like the rifle?
Yeah.
You know, I've never shot one, but in the video games, it's a badass gun.
McLean, everybody knows Ammo Snitch in southern Arizona. Anybody know the Ammo Snitch in southern Arizona?
That's not snitch. That's
Sitch?
sitch.
That's not even a word.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't have no idea. Harmarsh, it's Eric Schwarzenegger. McLean, Eric, the hangry down is your avula. I know, 'cause I had mine removed from PAX purposes. Yeah, that. McLean, Eric, can I do your weld ever?
No, that's not Eric. Can and do you weld ever?
Yeah. I don't own a welder anymore. You know, you can fuck off too. And fuck you too! Harmarsh, there are a couple of YouTube motor vloggers that have bought Honda Goldwings and use them for video content.
What? A couple of YouTube moto vloggers. You know, I've never been on a Goldwing, and I'm kind of interested to go just try out a big old, that's like a Cadillac for motorcycles.
I spent 2 summers on it.
Well, I figured they'd be nice. Actually, a lot of those bikes have like the air shocks, so they should ride pretty smooth.
I can't remember if it had an air fill or not.
I don't know about Goldwings necessarily. I think they would nowadays, but like, I think it was Kawasaki they did with their big old Voyagers or whatever they call them.
Yeah, that's how the VMAX got started. That motor was in their big touring bike.
Yeah.
So they basically took a motor that pushed around a trailer house and then stuck a seat on it.
Can't go wrong with that.
No. Saw another one today. They mock me.
I keep looking for one because if I can, I'm going to try to buy or trade for one. Just because I know I can get anything in your safe as soon as I have a VMAX.
I'd just go buy one in cash, but Christine would be a little pissed. Hey, remember our vacation fund to go see John?
Actually,
you like it?
Last year I saw a bunch of them online, you know, around the area. This year I have not seen one posted, period.
I saw one in Buffalo, Minnesota. No, I saw 2. I don't remember where the other one was, but the one in Buffalo, Minnesota had the drag strip, had the broomstick bars on it.
Everything you want.
Better exhaust. Yeah, it was, but it was like twice the mileage out of the next one at the same price.
I saw a nice Harley I was actually considered buying the other day, and then you know what happened? I looked at the side picture, and I'm like, this can't be right. Nice looking bike until you got to the handlebars. They had the straight going across, and then they go up and curved. Big old freaking ugly A-paint. I'm like, that was beautiful bike until you got to the handlebars. I know I could change them out, but no.
Speaking of that, somebody sent Christine a motorcycle, Harley-ish looking metal. I don't know if it's supposed to be a puzzle or if it looks like it might hold something, like maybe a plant. But it didn't come with any fucking directions. It's like a pile of slide-it-together steel pieces. I gave it my best shot. It's sitting on the dining room table, and Christine is like, what the fuck is it? And I go, I don't know. It didn't come with any goddamn instructions. It came with one of those little scan things. I go, oh yeah, let's scan it. And it came up with like some gibberish from China. So no idea.
One of these days, maybe I'll take a peek. And I know I'm not the brightest guy, but sometimes, you know, Sometimes I just amaze others with the abilities I might have on occasion.
Well, right now, I appear to have, I think I have everything where it's supposed to be, except for one piece that doesn't appear to go anywhere. And then...
So then obviously it's not together right.
I have no idea. It almost looks like it's supposed to hold a... Like, you could almost put this where the seat is, it just has a piece that has a... Again, I mean, I don't know what's so fucking hard about putting goddamn directions. You could scribble them down on a single piece of paper and photocopy it forever and include that when you ship shit out. But, nope, I have no goddamn clue what it is.
You know what? I would really be entertained if someone intentionally sent that, knowing there was no proper way to put it together, just to see you struggle or know that you're struggling and have no clue what's going on.
Of course I don't.
That is something that I would love to do myself, but I just gave that one away.
Of course I never give up on shit, so...
He's like, fuck it, where's the welder? I'll put this together one way or another.
Yeah, McLean, interesting side comment. I used to build like trailers and shit with a welder, and the very first time I spent like 8 hours inside of one of the coolest garages, and when the door shut, a vampire could live there forever because it never saw sunlight. And by the end of 8 hours, I was so hurting. And after that, every time I ever welded, I had to roll myself in sunscreen.
I was gonna say, why were you hurting? But yeah, no, now it makes sense. Yeah.
It's like, holy shit.
Well, why didn't you wear like a long sleeve when you're welding? You should be doing that.
Well, I had the welding stuff on, but it's like anywhere that was
any skin exposed.
I was like, holy shit! I just never even thought that.
It's surprising. Yeah, it's literally like the sun beating on you.
Harmar says Miles is a Viking. Brad says, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother Brad.
Miles does kind of look like a Viking.
Except for that drinking part.
That's very true. That's very true.
I mean, on his own behalf, he's permanently cut off from whiskey. Wade.
You know, it's just hilarious that you say that, because I'm a shit wreck sometimes. Most of the time.
Yeah, but Miles is like...
Oh.
If you spritzed a little whiskey in the air, I think he would be a train wreck.
I came over yesterday. Talked to Mike. I was asking him, well, like, I brought him the chair and all that other stuff, and I was talking with him, and he goes, oh, Miles just went down there for a brew review. You should go down there and join him. I said, nah. No. Nope. I'll let Eric handle that one.
Wade, looks like Miles is wearing a pair of my great-uncle Gaylord's pants. Gaylord was run off in the early 60s for molesting livestock.
That sounds like that Wisconsin man.
Looks like he ran north.
He made it to Wisconsin.
EMT Railfan, your 5.56 rifle wouldn't be a Scar, would it? Yes.
No, the Scar, they make that in 5.56 and 7.62, right?
Yeah, because the one that Ross was shooting was Johnny C308, Johnny's rifle, and Johnny's is a 308.
Yeah.
Thus the name of his channel. And he also, I can't remember if when he came to Minnesota, because Johnny is from a much freer state, Missouri.
Yeah.
And Johnny's got a can for it, because when I shot the Scar down in Missouri at the Shoot at Palazzo, I shot it suppressed.
That'd be cool. That's one gun I haven't not shot, and I would like to. I mean, hanging out with you, I have shot in a lot of guns. A lot of the guns that I've wanted to shoot. But the Scar is one that has definitely not been shot out of my fingers.
Now, it'd be cool to have the money to just buy both of them, just to say you got one of each. But if I went first...
Well, they're like $3,000 plus.
They're very expensive.
They're $3,000 plus.
And then I found out, I didn't even realize it till the first time I was holding it.
Mm-hmm.
It might have actually been Johnny's when he was here. It's like, This whole fucking thing is plastic.
Yeah. No, you know what? They've got amazing reviews, and I'm surprised because the durability, everything, everyone loves them. But they're plastic, and they cost a crazy amount of money.
But they're a battle rifle, so I guess if you had to carry it all day long...
No, and I get it.
The heaviest part's the mag?
Well, I mean, you think about it, that's like your FN57. I mean, it's plastic, but it's a really expensive and well-rated gun.
Again, same company, so go figure.
No, yeah.
It's like, let me grab my rifle. No, I think if I were to get one, I would do 5.56 first. For me, 308 has always mostly been to me about an intermediate to a long-range rifle, and I don't know.
I just say go big or go home. I mean, what? Here's the thing: you get a 5.56, and then you're gonna be like, "Yep, I want to upgrade." Well, now you're looking at $6,000. Why not just go big from the start? Plus, you go hunting. You go hunting with that gun. You go hurt people if you need to. I mean, that's a good zombie killer.
I guess it depends on how you rig it up. I do have one 308. Well, technically I have two things in there that are 308, and they're just for fucking doing damage at close range.
Yeah. Well, you can set it up however you want. It's just a larger caliber. You want to go, do short range, you can do that. You want to go long range, you can set it up that way.
It just seems kind of a waste of gunpowder to shoot a guy walking through your front door with a 308. When
I agree, but you know what? If someone comes walking through my door, I'm not going to pull out my 308 to bust a cap in his ass. I'm probably going to go with a pistol.
And the red mist is that bitch. Back to what me and
I'll probably hit a neighbor if I shoot someone with a 308.
Me and Stephen Bush were talking about. It's like so many people are already saying if the come for your gun starts, they might just start turning them in on their own. And it's like, fuck you pussies. You come for my guns, and I'm just gonna, without getting guttural, smile money, I'm just gonna tell you what I'm gonna do is exactly what my conceal and carry teacher taught me. I'm going to keep shooting until the threat subsides. And the threat is to the Constitution of the United States of America. If you fucking pussies want to go turn in your fucking guns, you're the reason that it happened. They can't get our guns if we don't... If
we don't allow it.
Yeah. If we don't allow it, that's never going to happen.
I believe this actually happened many years ago. And do you know what I'm talking about? I'm pretty sure there was some casualties and they took off.
What are you talking about, Vern? In America?
Yeah.
I don't know about in America.
I'm pretty sure it happened in America. I can't remember what state it was, but it didn't go very far because there were a lot of casualties. They pulled back and withdrew any more attempts after that.
Well, anybody that's been on YouTube as long as I've been on YouTube knows the name Brothers Keeper. Brothers Keeper is a sheriff. And Brothers Keeper has been very vocal about the fact that all of the sheriffs in his jurisdiction have said that if the government ever says to come for the guns, they will stand with us and defend that right. So, if the world ever turns upside down, you definitely need to be. I believe if this shit ever actually starts, there actually might be a free America and then the libtard Democrat side of the country, and I prefer that. I think it would be awesome to have the liberals run their own country, because it would only be a matter of time before it was worse than Mexico, worse than Argentina, worse than El Salvador. It'd be a version of Russia. You know, do as the government says or we're going to put a bullet in your head. Do as Hitler says or we're going to usher you into the ovens. But the stupid people, they allow it to happen. Every time you give up a freedom, you are one step closer to that oven. And I'm sorry if you're offended by this, but it was as simple as the fucking bump fire stock. If you're willing to give up one thing, you have just empowered the government to go, yes, we got these fucking pieces of shit pansies. We're just going to keep taking shit. And by the time they come for something that really matters to you, we no longer have the numbers. So, like I've always said, and I'll always say, you can go fuck yourself. My shit didn't fall off a fucking boat. I have everything, and I have everything I want to have. Because our founding fathers gave us the power to say, fuck you. We have the guns to make sure that our government never comes for them. I don't have a fucking rifle to deer hunt. I have a fucking rifle to defend the Constitution of the United States of America. Come to my door and try to collect them, red mist. I will shoot until the threat subsides. And then I'll shoot a couple more just for the fucking fun of it. Scotsman Brew Babe Perfection. David Brown. Never first, but still the best.
It's doing nothing but pulling up brand new shit, how they're trying to ban guns now. But I swear, it happened in America, I want to say like 50 to 60 years ago. They tried doing it, and there was a major shootout, there were casualties, they withdrew, and that was that. They fucking put a stop to that real quick because people were not going to give their guns up.
Oh shit.
Smile Money might be able to find it out. I mean, I can keep looking, but I'm not going to waste the whole show just trying to find it.
Oh, remind you want to share shit with me. I don't know if you have Christine on Facebook?
You know what? I don't think I do.
There was one of her favorite doctors, Dr. Eric, interviewed a woman, specialist in vaccines, and she said that the vaccine is so fucking dangerous, and mainly with younger people, it attacks your heart.
Yeah, and it's not even right when you get it. There are potential side effects for the rest of your life.
Oh yeah, and this woman, I'll have to share that link with you. Her analysis, and Dr. Eric comes back and says basically, fuck you, Facebook, fuck you, media. You can't dispute any of this. This isn't speculation.
It's cold hard facts.
This is happening.
Yeah.
It's so funny because people are standing in line to get poison injected in their system, and yet you know nothing about it. You know nothing about it. And the fact is that shouldn't you be leery just in the fact that they say if something goes wrong with you, you have no legal repercussions. Well, I hope the thing with the CDC is 100% true. I've heard from endless sources that it is 100% true. That the CDC is now saying that if you're an employer and you force your employees to take the vaccine and they have a reaction, they can sue you.
Yep, they're trying to pass that bill.
They should.
Well, that should be anything, though. An employer, I mean, to me, that's a violation. But a lot of companies do that, especially like hospitals and stuff. You have to have your vaccines, otherwise you can't work here. That, in my mind, that is illegal. Yet it goes on all the time. So now the fact that they're trying to push this bill, to say, hey, no, you're responsible. If you're forcing them to take this stuff and they have negative side effects, you are responsible. They should be doing that. Same with the people that are making the vaccine or shots of whatever.
Hey, if it's legit,
they're making so much money.
Then you should stand behind your product.
Yeah, they're making so much money and they have no worries because you can't sue them. I'm going to keep looking.
Sharky, cheers all. I want to go to the beach. Ed's AKS still beats the intro Brew Babe. Oof. Mike, here, cheers. Mike. Mike again, Sailor Jerry isn't too bad. It isn't too good either. Sharky, B2. We'll fish on. B2 is a miss. Sharky, SH, three-way tie, so the SKS won. Wow, and that is it.
Really? That's all the comments?
Well, I have to
that was
admit,
a really short one.
I have to admit, though, I set this all up and ready to go for me and you, and then you went to take care of stuff for Grandma. I went to use the bathroom. So there's a good possibility that someone may have got a comment in before the show even started. Yeah, Smile Money. Hey, now Miles, Matt still has Sundays.
Yeah, Saturdays or Sundays. Yeah, you know what?
And an hour ago.
How do you
Ooh, see, that's another pre-gamer.
I was gonna say, how do you deal with that? I mean, you are now babysitting 2 days a week.
He said it, not me. We'll talk about it when he's not here. Just kidding.
Fuck off, I keep it real.
Babysitting 2 days a week. No, I've been very vocal on this. I have all the fun I need in the world doing these all by myself. So to have Matt or Miles here 1 day a week, of course now the two of them combined are eating up 2 days a week. It is much better when they're here separately. I have to stay in between them so they don't fight.
Are you kidding me, Smalls?
Well, here's the funny thing: when the two of you are together, intellectually, you're both on about the same plane, and so when you pick on each other, it's nothing but a shitstorm back and forth, and I just sit and giggle.
Miles don't even get it. He wants to give me shit, but then when I return it, he gets really butthurt.
I will admit, Miles, if you see this, ball busting is what this whole group does best, and I think you've actually gotten him to the point where I thought he was going to cry a couple times. He does.
Don't try.
He does. He gets defensive. Like yesterday, I was just trying to have a factual conversation, and I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, but I'm bragging.
I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, but I'm bragging this time.
I finally retired. I finally retired a few things for the house. No longer at the job site. As I've told you guys before, I'm blue. And my buddy Greg, everything that he has is red. And it's all 3 years old is the oldest of his tools. He's got a whole collection of drills and impacts, metal saw, wood saw, that are battery powered, and they are all within the last 6 months. Now, I just recently purchased the Makita multi-tool, which is the looks like an electric spatula, and I have a brand new brushless impact, 1/4 inch. It's got the 1/4 inch chuck on it, and I have a brand new with only a few like a week old circular saw. And everything of mine that Greg has used, he's like, this sucks. And I go, why does it suck, Greg? And he just goes, your impact is as powerful as mine and feels like it weighs half as much. Then he used my brand new circular saw the other day, and I go, what do you think about that? And he just looked at me and he goes, son of a bitch. He goes, this saw is more powerful, lighter, better controls, the safety, because you have to press the safety before you can pull the trigger, is located where a human would use it and not like some alien with some weird fucking fingers. The guard on his always catches the end of the board and you've got to force it to get it to start to move. He goes, yours didn't do that at all. He goes, yours feels like it's spinning twice the speed. And it was funny because he cut up 3 big wooden pallets. He was out there with my saw for like a half an hour cutting up this fucking thing. I grabbed the saw from him and pressed the old batteries don't have it. The new batteries, it still had
like a super boost or something.
It still had all of its no. It just shows you what you have left.
Oh yeah.
And all of the bars lit up. It hadn't even used 1 bar in battery strength. And Greg goes, I have to admit, everything that you have that I have, your Makita is lighter, as powerful, if not more powerful. And I go, come to the blue side, baby. And he goes, I can't.
What's he got, Milwaukee?
Mm-hmm. Oh, my Miles got so fucking pissed off. He goes, well, how old is Greg's stuff? I said, 6 months old. Well, I'm sorry, Miles. I appreciate Milwaukee. Milwaukee's got some good stuff. But if you're gonna, so for me, I base my decision on what to buy because the company that I work for was Union. You could not own your own stuff. I had access to Bosch, Milwaukee, DeWalt, and Makita. And I ended up with my gang box completely filled with Makita stuff by design because it simply outlasted everything else, outworked everything else.
I laugh. It's just like people in their cars or trucks.
Oh, yeah,
hey,
I know.
You got your own brand. You know what? I might tease you, but I tease anyone for whatever brand, just because, that's what we do. I honestly don't care. If it makes you happy, have your Makita. If Miles wants his...
Well, here's what's funny.
Milwaukee, go ahead.
I just retired this from the job site to the house. Take a guess at how old this drill is.
No, by looks, I don't want to see any dates. But I would guess. I would say maybe 2 years old. Tops. But that's what? Oh, 10 years old? 12 years old?
12 years.
This is in pretty good shape. I just figured it would be a lot newer.
Normally the first thing I really do that shows that something bad has happened is when you're drilling and you hit something sharp, and you basically lathe the chuck down.
Yep.
And that's kind of what happened to that one. Yeah, I've had that for 12 years.
That's in really good shape for 12 years.
And I think the battery that's in it might actually be a 12-year battery.
No.
It's at least 10.
I don't...
Any of the ones that have the Sharpie line are all my original batteries.
I mean, I get that, but at the same time, they really had the lithium-ion batteries that long ago? I thought those were more new.
Oh, yeah. Now, the beast that's sitting over there, my Milwaukee, the battery looks like a wheel chuck.
Okay.
It's kind of funny because if I take that 18-volt battery and I put it on my Milwaukee circular saw, you might be able to cut... Now, I'm not being dramatic. If we were building a deck outside right now, you might be able to cut for a total of maybe 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, that shit dies.
Yeah. But yeah, if you want to compare it with the brand new one, there's two brand new ones. This is a 3 milliamp.
I don't have to compare.
Right now I now have 6 of the 5 milliamp. And the 5 milliamp actually, there's a little button right here, and you press and it lights up the lights, and it tells
you see how much battery power you still have.
And this one is so old that all my new drills, because I got one drill that's 3 years old right now, and I have one that's like 2 weeks old, or 2 months old. Normally you press the button and then it momentarily lights up 3 bars, 1, 2, and 3. I don't know why it's not 4. But it should have been 4, even numbers, not 3. But yeah, what's happening with this one?
4's good, but 3's fine. That is like, hey, you almost dead. Hey, you got a half charge, or you full.
You just give up, bitch. What's actually happening? What's actually happening with this one, which is why I retired it, is the safety on it. Like if it binds, it'll slip. It has a clutch in it, and the clutch is getting weak on this. If you try to drill a 6 to an 8-inch hole through wood or steel, the clutch usually fights you. So I can bring it home and do what I do at home, and it'll never be an issue.
No, you know what I didn't try is the trigger. How's that?
I have not scaled it.
There's a lot of play though. I will say that there's a lot of play on this. You know what? That is the one thing I guess I will complain about. There's a lot of play on that trigger.
But it's a carry gun.
No, I get
it gives you a lot of time to decide if you want to spend the rest of your life in court. My guess is this trigger probably is going to weigh in at 5 pounds. It might be 4.5.
It's got a lot of play, and it takes a bit of a pull.
This is also a Gen 1. They do have a newer one.
Really? Didn't the Hellcat just come out pretty recent?
It's been out, what, 2 years now?
It's still a pretty new gun. Already got a Gen 2. So you know what that means? They had more ideas that they didn't want to put in the original gun. Or they realized that the first gun, they needed to upgrade. Oh, don't show that. That's an embarrassment.
That's better than I thought, though, by a lot. So now that's closer to what I thought it was. But that's something. Something in here is me, because you can't have a 1 pound variation. I just gotta get. I'm gonna stay with what I thought. 4 to 4.5 pounds. My initial guess was 4.5 pounds, and I've had a 4 and a 4.2 and then a 5 point something, but I think it rode up and I got like way up in there.
I swear the first one, what was it, like 9 or something? No, 5. It was 5.5.
The first one was 3.92.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I must have misread. I swore one of them looked like it was 9. Oh, see, there's all right. So that's just under 5.
It's a 4.5 pound trigger. It was my initial guess, and I'm sticking with that after reading.
Going up and down a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty average to 4.5.
But again, now I can't say I don't, because I think I've smile moneyed every single thing I've ever carried. No, I never smile moneyed the Walther PPS. I never even took it apart and polished the parts.
A few that you haven't smile moneyed.
But on a carry gun, the only time I fuck with the trigger, especially on the Glock, is because they feel gritty and like shit. I mean, yeah, I don't put a 1.5 pound trigger on a carry gun. I like this trigger for a carry gun. Like Matt says, it has a little bit of motion.
It's not horrible, but there's a lot of play to it.
But there's no gritty.
It's true. It's smooth, but
it's right up to the wall.
And then you got to keep pulling again.
And then there's a little bit of creep.
There's a lot of play, and then a creep. Ooh, that's
the reset.
I was gonna say the reset seems pretty quick.
Even had this thing apart yet.
So no, that one's yours. And Christine has the other one, or vice versa.
To answer your question, I just bought both to cover my bets. What I want to get to carry is what she has. Okay. What will probably happen is I will take hers and I will get her the one with the safety, because Craig was not able to get. He has been trying to purchase the RDP since January, and then he called me and he goes, "I got good news and bad." Actually, David was the one that called and said, "I've got good news and bad news for you. Christine's gun will be here this week."
Yeah, well, I remember being outside when you busted her cherry, and she's like, "Are you fucking kidding me, you assholes?"
Well, that's because she thought it was going to be something bad.
I know.
I told her we got to talk. She thought
I laughed. She was not too thrilled. I mean, she was happy because her gun was coming in, but she didn't seem too happy at first.
But since she's fondled it and held it and can't wait to
fondled
shoot it.
Good word choice.
Now she's like, okay. She goes, I basically sold a SIG that I really like to Matt because it didn't have a safety and I didn't feel good about that. And now I'm supposed to feel good about this. And I'm like, if you don't like it, I will take it. And I will have Craig find the RDP with the goddamn safety.
I'll tell you what. If she goes out and shoots this, I'll go too when she wants to go shooting. I told you, I got some guns I want to test out. If she does not like her Hellcat, I will be a gentleman.
No, you won't.
I will trade her the Hellcat for her old gun. Just fair, simple, straight trade. I'd be man enough to do that. I figure it's only right.
If she said yes, first she got shot, and then you'd get dropped.
Hey, how about this? How about this? Even trade, and I'll buy lobster tails.
Ooh. I wish I... next... well, probably while we're barbecuing, I'll show you the RDP.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you, I am really looking forward to... There's still a side of me that's like, God, I hope Christine hates that pistol. Because I want to carry it.
I want that one. I want it.
I've got 4 holsters on the way. Inside the waistband, outside the waistband for this, inside the waistband, and outside the waistband for the RDP.
Check this out. I'm telling you what. That's like the same size as the other one. You know what I like about this? Well,
it's the exact same gun, but a brick.
Yeah, it came...
and red dot.
You gave it to me with the holster, right? This is what I like about it.
Oh.
I can literally... I mean, these are pretty... like, they're not jeans. So you can kind of see, you know, that I got something in my pocket. But you can literally throw these in your pocket.
Hey, if you've got an event where you need to pocket the SAS...
honestly,
I'll borrow you my Remora holster.
I'm telling you, I really like my 1911s, okay? Unfortunately, I had to sell one because I had to get some other stuff I really wanted.
You should sell that other one.
But, no, I love my 1911s. But, the other gun...
You should sell the other one.
The other gun that I have that I am so impressed with, and I haven't even shot it yet, but I love it.
The Eric Penis gun?
It's the 365, man. I am really happy and content with it. It is a small little gun, just like that one, but it holds a lot of rounds for how tiny it is.
Didn't you tell me you thought it would be snappy?
I figure it will be.
Wait till you shoot it.
That's what I'm saying.
Those ports,
yeah,
are 2 little jet engines.
No, I know that'll help.
It is amazingly not snappy for a fucking twig gun.
But all the other ones, I'm telling you, I've looked at all these. I've looked at so many P365s now.
Why did they stimple that?
Even the SASs, I see that. Even the SASs, though, I'm telling you, a lot of them.
It's like they stimple the fucking end of the mainspring.
A lot of those SASs are not ported. I'm telling you, they're not ported, and I'm just shocked because that's what I thought it was.
That's probably why that was a $650 gun before I paid taxes and Christine did. That was one of her first purchases on her own. Well,
she did good. I mean, I tell you what, I am very happy with it so far. Yet I have not shot it. That's why I want to go out. But I'm very happy with it. I can pretty much tuck that anywhere. I mean, never mind. I could tuck it anywhere.
Okay. Yeah, I'm carrying the smallest gun in the arsenal right now.
Yeah, you don't say?
Well, you could almost hide it behind this.
Yeah, you know what? I guarantee you can. Hold on. You can totally hide it.
Perspective.
Look at that! It's totally...
I don't even see it.
Oh shit. It's tough to do. There you go, it's totally hidden. You can totally hide that thing.
I got the Mikey rounds in here. Oh shit, I don't mean to move it. This one
is the go fuck yourself?
So when you pull it back, that's the first one that comes up. That's the
which rounds are they?
These are all made by Mike.
Yeah, but I mean...
But the one that'll come up first is the flamethrower. That's the one that'll probably... There's no red mist. There's just a barbecue at the front door.
They're going to see that, and if they're not already dropped, they're all going to be running.
It's like... Mike literally came over here that day, and he goes, "Oh, I got something for you." He reaches in his pocket and pulls out one round, and he goes, "Wait till you shoot that." Those are a gift for David.
I was going to say, honestly, these look fucking crazy.
When they hit, they just pedal out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's going to tear you apart.
Here, want to know the really bad news, though, Matt?
What?
How many are there? I'll save you the counting. 11. That was a box of 20. You know what that means?
You shot him accidentally.
I might have...
No, you got to the range and you're like, hey, it's fucking loaded, boom, boom, boom. Son of a bitch. How long did it take you to figure that out?
Hey, remember when I did the New York reload?
No.
Oh, J-Dog was with.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
I'm
sure
you haven't
told me.
You haven't been able to fire the retro yet.
No.
Okay.
I keep asking you to go out. Dude, I'm really upset that you guys didn't want to go out this weekend. It's my birthday weekend. It's beautiful out, and we all have some new toys to play with.
So,
and you and Dave both pussied up.
So I'm wearing Ed's gun, and for the fun of it, I say, I'm going to do a New York reload. And I emptied Ed's... I emptied the Smith & Wesson revolver, and I threw it, and then I emptied Ed's gun, and I think
Did you have a pillow or something?
No.
You just tossed it?
I mean, it's NIHAP's gun, so it's okay.
Oh my god. Well, I seen you do it with the BB gun, and I'm like, well, yeah, it's a BB gun. But you're throwing revolvers now, too?
NIHAP is the first person I ever saw that. I got a hold of what I thought was a holy grail gun for him, and he goes, hey Eric, you want to see a New York reload? I go, sure. He pulls out this gun that I thought was like a holy grail gun to him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He doesn't even look. He just throws it, reaches into his belt line, pulls out another revolver, and empties it.
Honestly, I do appreciate that.
Well, here's the thing. Anybody that knows NIHAP knows that he lives in the moment. Gotta love and appreciate that.
Well, that's why I really want one of those shoulder holsters from my 1911. So I can have some mags on one side, have my pistol right here, and then I have another pistol in my pocket and 2 on my hips. I can go through like 4 guns without having to reload. Well, shit, I can go through more. But I'm just saying, like...
You want to give this a run?
Oh, is it going to make my boobs look big?
You got the gun on one side and 2 mags on the other.
Let's see how it feels. I'm getting a little big, ain't I?
I'd like to see your sister wear that. Speaking of that, her birthday's coming up.
It is, actually.
Does she need some spankings?
Holy shit, this is going to be real...
Yeah, they actually hang down. So you tear the...
Yeah, they'll come right out.
Actually, they don't, but...
Well, they should, but I mean, yeah.
Eventually they will.
Well, I get it. Now that's the question. How's that going to... See, I'm left-handed. So, I'd rather have it on this side. Are these interchangeable? No.
No, yeah. I think so.
Don't look like it. These look,
Because I think they just snap.
Yeah, but it don't look like they really do snap.
They're screwed.
Oh, well, whatever. Well, fuck it.
They're screwed.
Well, fuck it.
Just like your sister. That one is a better one, but it doesn't have doesn't have the mags on it.
Yeah. Well, I've been looking at them, and the problem is, like for any decent one.
Oh fuck! They're $300 to $400 and up. David was telling me, oh, you know what? You want to because David has a whole shoulder rig. Go ahead, David. Tell us how much you paid for it.
I almost want to get this. I mean, this is better than what I have because I don't have any. But I almost want like they go like suspenders go down to your pants so they stay. They don't
That's
just
what
bounce.
that does.
Yeah, they don't just bounce around. But
that does nothing. When you lean forward, if you're
everything goes forward. This is something that you got to have a jacket with.
This one is more elaborate, and this is supposed to go around your belt to keep it from slopping forward.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. No, I want one. You ever seen... Well, I know you've seen Louder with Crowder. He's got a nice looking one. I want something like that. But yeah, they are not fucking cheap, and it's like the problem is I don't really carry to the point where I need it, but if shit ever does hit the fan, I would like it.
You've got a couple 1911s. This is all you really need right here. You got your dual setup.
I'm not gonna disagree. But that looks more like a revolver that fucking holds my 308 rounds too. That literally looks like a... Yeah, that's a Wild Wild West shit.
You got a strong side and a weak side holster.
You got your pistols, and you don't need extra ammo for those pistols because, you know, like NIHAP, you just toss them to the side. Those are your 308s that's strapped across your back.
So here's the problem.
That's a heavy belt and it's thick.
That's the problem.
Oh, too small for you?
I got this from Ed as a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When I was down to 200, that's the best I could do.
All right, hold on.
What?
I just want to check, see. Oh, man.
You should... Ed was not a big guy.
I know that, but I ain't even trying to suck it in. I got three clicks to spare.
Yeah, you can see I made it to 1. Well, see, I don't think so now because I
Put a little lower.
As I got...
I know your penis ain't gonna be fucking in the way. Put a little lower. Put a little lower. Put it on your... Yeah, there. Yeah.
There it goes. I can have it at my knees. Wait a second. No.
You know what?
No.
I think we're having too much fun.
No.
We've been done with comments for like a half hour just bullshitting and drinking.
I remember the day this showed up. I'm like, Ed, you're not even funny.
I think he is.
I've talked to a couple leather guys about what it would take to
get an extender or a different.
See, the problem is there's too much. You're talking about having to add on.
No. This is all you have to do. Honestly, you have to take this out, cut those stitches, and this is all you really need. You need a longer leather strap.
Well, it would be nice if this was longer too.
Agreed, but this is really all you need. If you want this longer, that's fine, but you're gonna have to just get a whole new setup. But if you want it to fit, all you need is really a little bit longer slice of leather there.
Can you imagine me in the backyard? I tell you, Michelle would be going sexually nuts. I'm barbecuing up with a couple of you birdies on my side. She'd be going, I'd be like...
Probably a good thing she doesn't watch.
Hey, Michelle, I'll be over to weed and feed a little later. Basically, this just stands as fucking something from Ed. Are you gonna be okay?
I am. I thought I just threw up a little bit in my mouth. You know what's really funny?
Shit.
No, it's not.
No, what's funny?
I don't know why I got to this because Mike's the other neighbor that I just gotta shake my head. Mike, I just watched him pick up a bunch of piles of shit from his dog in the yard, right? This was yesterday. Today I'm going over there and, I just smoke it. I was having a cigarette before the show and he's like, why am I getting these spots in my yard where the grass ain't growing? I'm like, that's where your dog shit. No, it's not. I'm not going to argue with the man. I just watched you fucking scrape them up yesterday. But all of it's fucking, these spots are dying. And he's like,
he asked me that today.
Goes, I don't know what's going on. And I'm like, that's where your dog shit and you fucking let it sit there long enough where the grass is now dead.
Yeah, what are you feeding that dog?
Well, I know he fucking fed it pork loins last night because I brought him over some.
Cobra G8.
Oh, we do have more comments. You reset it, huh?
Well, we never actually did the Ed Club.
Oh.
G8 is a miss.
Is this the Ed Club?
We're in the club.
All right.
Cobra G8's a miss. Multi-gun man beer ? Fuck it.
You know what?
Okay, hang on.
This is actually what I needed was these beers. I'm feeling a lot better now. I am telling you.
You ready for a shot?
Maybe. But I was so rough when I got here. I was literally going to call Eric and be like, Eric,
yeah,
I can't show up. I got to literally go to bed and take a nap. I was hurting. I was really, really hurting. 4 hours of sleep.
Harmarsh. 200 Ale Club, Sunny Slopes long ago. Cheers, Glubbers. And fuck Matt.
No, that's not what he said. I mean, that might be...
I think that's what he meant, though.
I was going to say it might have been intended, but that is not what it said.
Smile money. No whiskey for Miles. Okay.
Maybe a half a
Have
shot.
a shot. So much for rule number 1. That's right. He said no whiskey.
What's rule number 1? Oh, for Miles?
He said, he goes, Eric, I'm not having any whiskey. Guys, I'm not going to have any whiskey. What, you got Knob Creek maple? Smoked maple?
Did he even know what that is? Or he just thought it sounded good because it was maple?
I think he just thought it sounded good.
Oh my god, look at this. Put the chair away and I found some things.
That's the John Solar collection.
I still think I did a pretty stand-up job. Come on, I hooked that bitch up.
Wait a second. Let's assume that John does not hear this. This is John's. That one is mine. He said I can't send him his. What if I send him mine?
Good call.
That's it. What you remember? What movie is this? 'Tis but gray area.
I couldn't tell you that. I don't know. I can't even say that sounds familiar. I don't know.
Have you? It's a D.B. Sweeney movie.
That didn't help at all. That did not help at all.
The movie is The Cutting Edge. It's kind of a romance. Ice skating.
Oh, well that'll definitely be why I don't know it.
He is a big time hockey guy, and he loses all peripheral vision. And his only hope is figure skating. And the girl that plays the role is as fucking conceited as it gets. And of course it turns into a romance, and not only do they win the Olympics, but they also fall in love at the end.
Well, I figured that, because it's a romance. Yeah, you lost me. Like
They want to do a maneuver, and their coach goes, "'Tis but gray area. 'Tis but gray area. Toe pick."
Does he sound just like that?
Yes, he's Russian. He's Russian. He says...
You did not sound Russian at all there. You almost sounded like a little Scottish bastard.
That is such fake news.
No, try it again.
Let me finish this. Rule 2. Keep your pants on. Good job. 1 out of 2 isn't bad. I get smile money. Scotsman. Hashtag be like Ed. To the sunny slopes of long ago. Hashtag Justin's final mission. Wow, he didn't even call a whiskey shot on that. He's slipping.
Well, you know what? It might be in another... No, it's not another comment. I thought it might be in another comment.
Last comment is Mike Gillian. Hoping the best for Ross. Right, the most we can hope for right now is meeting Ross again someday. Did you ever get to meet Ross?
You know what? I think I have seen him at one of the Shootapaloozas.
Him and Fran were here. I'm trying to think. I don't remember if you went out to the shack with us. Yeah, because you're not in the picture, but I think you were here for the.
I was gonna say he looked familiar. Like I did meet him, but I know I looked at that picture that year. That's because I saw Rob, and I'm like I wasn't out there for the shoot, but he looks familiar. Like I did definitely see him.
I did talk about this, and
well, you know what? I tell you what. Hoping the best for Ross. I just say prayers for the family now.
Hoping the best for Fran.
Yeah.
Fran, like I said, Fran started 2 messenger groups. She invited all of Ross's friends from across the big pond into one group, and all of his USA American friends. We were in the other group, and of course, I think everybody that was in the American group was all Shootapalooza guys. And I mentioned this last night just as a piece of trivia during Locked and Loaded. Ross, when we did video chats and hung out, Ross was so fucking over the top, so dramatic, so fucking sure of himself. If you said something he didn't agree on, he'd be like, Matt, you fucking cunt. You don't know what you're fucking talking about. So he was worse than me, eh? Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to that.
I'm not going to lie. When Ross said me and my wife would like to come to your Shootapalooza, is that okay? I was a little worried that he would be...
He's going to be getting shot.
Yeah,
he might be too vocal. He might be getting shot.
He would be so... We had a guest one year that I literally had every single member say, if you invite him next year, I will not be here. As a matter of fact, we were downstairs.
I remember this because I was here, and I remember because usually it might be me that everyone tries to avoid. No. Everywhere he went, it dispersed in less than 5 minutes.
Another small piece of trivia. It's the first time since high school that I hit somebody.
Was that Ross you're talking about? Or no, that the other guy.
The other guy.
Okay, I remember you telling me about that. Because he kept sack slapping you?
He kept fucking hitting me in the dick.
Yeah, he kept sack slapping you.
I looked at him and I said, you do that one more time, I'm going to fucking punch you and I'm going to put you on the ground. And he like laughed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And he went to wind up like he was going to punch me in the fucking balls again. I fucking hit him as hard as I could. Right there.
I still remember this story though. You've said it many times.
It was right there.
You just fucking went to the ground.
It was like, it was all surreal. It was like, I carried on like in real time, and I watched him falling backwards with this look on his face like he was about to pass out. He hit this shelf.
Did he have the owl eyes?
Yeah. At the last moment, I actually reached out and I grabbed his hand and I kept him from going to the ground. And he was so fucked up, he actually laughed it off and turned around and walked away. And I was just like...
No, you realize he walked away.
And they went outside and cleared out the fire pit.
He went and pissed blood.
Yeah, that's the first time I fucking hit anyone since high school.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, haven't talked to him since.
You know, I know I'm a dumbass sometimes, but I tell you what, stories like that made me feel a lot better.
Hey, I'm not the kind of person that fucking snaps, but, you know, in one evening, you can only get hit in the nuts so many times before you want to fucking kill somebody.
I tell you what, you hit me in the nuts once, you better hope it was an accident.
Good God.
You hit me in the fucking nuts. I tell you what, I am not going to be happy.
I could always tell where he was, because that's where nobody else was.
Yep. I swear to God, I know. I don't know who you're talking about, but I remember. Because I was here. I don't know if I went to this shoot, that weekend, but I remember I was here for the after parties because we were all going outside, down to the basement. Christine and all the women were fucking disappearing before any of the guys. I mean, the women were the first ones out. And then everyone would just slowly walk away. Just slowly, not saying nothing. Everyone would walk away. And within 5 minutes, we have like 12 guys, even more down here, all hanging out and bullshitting. 5 minutes or less, there were 2. The last person kind of got screwed over. The fuck are you right now? Well, I'll have this. You can show me later.
That's his name.
I get that, but
and this might have been, say, the company.
Yeah, I still don't really know. I mean, you could have just waited and showed me after. I mean, if you have never talked to him since, what does it even matter if you say it? I mean, whatever. I'm not judging.
Mike from In the Red Exploding Targets. Fucking A, man. He had social skills.
I've got social skills.
I talked to him for fucking hours on the phone when I invited him to come to the shoot. Never thought I would see what I saw. When we gave Michael the retro build, this group paid for and I built an AM16 replica for Mike.
Yeah.
In the video, you can actually fucking hear him say, Christine presents her brother a fucking knife, to click onto the end of that, just like the one that I got from Jolson.
Yeah.
You hear Mike in the background. Did you wipe the gook off of it? This was an endless thing for the entire weekend. If you told me that you once butt-fucked Godzilla in the ass and then hit him in the back of the head and killed him, Mike would have a story to outdo you. Everybody came to me and said, if he's here next year, I won't be here.
I've heard that a lot too.
Okay.
That had to have been the worst individual to ever be here.
It's the only time it's ever happened. It's the only time that our group has ever gotten together.
It wasn't even just one person. Yeah, that was a whole group.
Everybody said, if he's here next year, I won't be here. And there was a moment that when Ross asked to be invited, I was like, oh my God, Ross in video chat is like, sometimes he was like a fucking dinosaur. It's like, he'd be like, you fucking pussies, blah, blah, blah. He'd just go off on shit. And now that's the way he was. I mean, Ross, there was no sugarcoating. But when Ross and Fran were here, I almost thought that maybe Fran had him sedated. Ross would be like getting out of the car. I am gonna fuck with everybody. Fran go, phew! He'd be like going, I'm gonna sit by the fire pit and be a really good boy.
Can I have one of those light beers?
Hey, can I have a Michelob Light that Jerry drinks? Fucking Ross.
Oh.
Ross was he is just such an awesome person. The two of them together, Ross and Fran, you could just tell, these are two people that were very independent on their own, but together it was like two cogs that meshed.
I was going to say they completed one another.
I mean, she thought she could do it without him. He didn't need anybody, but they needed each other. They're just such a cute couple. And Fran is acting like Ross during this whole thing leading up to last night. She's like ball busting. If you want to record something, telling him he's a fucking cunt, you fucking get stuff in. And I really wanted to do a video like where I had that Loch Ness monster down in Canal Park. Because Ross fucking... These fucking cunts that think that shit's real. This was all before the guy that was about to die admitted that he faked the whole thing. Ross was like, we'd get in video chats and we just, hey Ross, you going Loch Ness hunting tonight? Fuck you, you fucking... You fuckers are idiots. I mean, that's just the way he was. And I used to send him pictures all the time.
You're killing me right now.
One of the two favorite things, they heard this, you didn't. The two favorite things I ever did to fuck with poor Ross is to send him a picture of the Loch Ness Monster right in front of the hotel, just down on Canal Park.
Yeah.
And then I sent him the one with Bigfoot riding the Loch Ness Monster.
Well, hey, you know what? You were fucking with him, but that's a lot better than the videos you send me. And if it was sent to me, I would see like the canal in Lake Superior, And all of a sudden, here comes the Loch Ness Monster. And then it's a picture of a penis or some shit.
That black guy?
That's the shit I gotta deal with you. Every one of your videos, I'm very skeptical. I'm like, I gotta make sure my kid's not watching, because he really tries to look over my shoulder and sees everything that's going on. It's like he always thinks that it's his mom texting me or something. Anytime I get a notification. He's like, get your own phone. Well, he doesn't have a phone. But still, like, what the fuck? This is my shit. He looks over, but anytime I get something from you, I gotta be real.
Now you sound like Steve Schweitzer. Steve goes, don't take this personally, but I might have to delete you off of Messenger. I'm like, why? He goes, because for some weird reason, when I bring up Messenger, you always pop up
right
with
away.
The last thing I sent you.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, and I look at this shit at work. He said the other day I was at
I know,
work.
if it's not a fucking titty drop, if it's not some titty drop that you're sending me, it's like, I think I might have sent it to you. Maybe you sent it to me. It was the guy golfing. Where he goes, and all of a sudden it's the dick slapping across the face. Yeah. That's the shit. I could show the folks of just me and your messages, and it's not even really any texting. It's just video or picture, and it's never appropriate.
Yeah, that's what, unfortunately, I hear from Steve. So, okay, we're gonna probably smoke and drink more. So, cheers.
Hey, I really appreciate it, Eric. You really helped me out today. You played when I was struggle busting.
Hey, want a peanut?
You're struggle busting yourself.
I gotta get rid of this.
Well, that was a good show.
Okay, cheers, and probably see you tomorrow. Or review something that Matt went drink today.
Later, boys. Because Eric forgot and I had to remind him, we didn't give a score for that beverage. Eric, you go right ahead. What was that?
A 9.
A 9, really? I was going to go 8. It wasn't bad. It wasn't... I mean, it was good, but how about this? To me, it really lacked the flavor that it said it was. It was a good drink, but I didn't taste the cookie like you did.
I was picking up on the cookie, and I liked the alcohol content, and
I got the chocolate and the alcohol, everything, but I didn't really get the cookie. But it was still good. I give it an 8.
that's funny. You told me what happened last night, and it sounded like you got the cookie, I didn't.
Oh, I got a lot of cookie.